Optimism is always the best strategy. The alchemy of manifestation, turning beliefs into reality. Be optimistic. You only stand to gain. You are as good as you believe you are. Your beliefs will shape what you do and ultimately who you become. Pay attention to your thoughts. They are the first movers of your journey through this path called life. You are not a helpless bystander. You have control. You are the main character of your story. Life begins when you realize that you are not just who you are also who you can become. You are a being who is also becoming. Life begins when you truly realize that you are free to act and become who you want to be. Belief turns into will, turns into action, into habit, into character, into destiny. Manifestation sounds like some metaphysical woo-woo. After all, if it was really that easy to just wish for what you want, why do most of us live in a state of perpetual wanting? We always have a wish list of things we want or lifestyles we want to develop. We want to be rich. We want that specific person to fall in love with us. We want that dream job, and so forth. I encourage you, dear reader, to check your empiricism at the door and temporarily suspend your views, and just feel as if you were a child learning something new for the first time. Intentions affect perception and behavior, which affect results. Beliefs are the building blocks of achievement. For example, if you direct your focus on spotting red cars, you're likely to spot more red cars, even though the actual average number of red cars you see every day is probably not that different. Similarly, if your intention is already placed on what you want, the belief that you will get what you want will subconsciously draw you closer to that goal in reality. Matthew McConaughey says, "Don't walk into a place like you want to buy it. Walk in like you own it." If you train your way of thinking and forge your intentions towards what you think matters in a partner, job, etc., you're much more likely to notice and recognize it when you see it. Call it priming, psychological conditioning, or placebo. At the end of the day, we're all just pattern-seeking beings trying to make meaning out of disorder and entropy. Beliefs weave out what we deem as significant and meaningful in the world. We are pattern detecting by nature. Believing is the first step in picking out what is important among everything else that can't be important. Manifestation is optimism in motion. Positive ideas alone are scalars, but believing in them turns them into vectors. For the scientifically minded readers begging for a working definition of optimism, I describe it as the hope and confidence that something will turn out successful. I see it as a form of anti-Murphy's Law. I believe that optimism works in a sense that if good things can happen, they will, but one must choose to believe in it. Optimism is the psychological alchemy of turning beliefs into reality. In order to get what you want, you have to believe that you first deserve it, and second, are capable of achieving it. The world is changed by people who believe they can, because intentions generate the power for making change. Revisiting again, belief turns into will, into action, into habit, into character, and into destiny. The truth is, life is pretty hard. In the face of challenges and inescapable pains, it's hard to tangibly grasp the mantra of staying positive. Sometimes we don't see how the glass is half full. We just want to throw the glass across the room and watch it smash against the wall. We might feel pathetic at times. Why do I even deserve the best? Why should the world care? Why should reality favor me? To remain optimistic, that is, hopeful, is to recognize that you will never escape the threat of adversity, but you have the right to contend with it. It's the courage to believe, and truly believe, that despite hardship, you're meant to live a life full of passion, purpose, and miracles. That the universe did not bring you this far to abandon you, that you are not inferior to anyone, that you are fully capable of twisting the fabric of reality at your will. Manifestation is the embodiment of the relentless reach for transcendence. It's not waiting for signs. Rather, it's putting your optimism to work and seeing how you are a playing character in the world. If you put something out there, something comes back to you. It's recognizing that you have a duty to build your calling and that life doesn't happen to you, but for you. Doing begets being. Do what you truly want to do with full-hearted intention and belief, and before you know it, you'll be exactly who you want to be. Everything you've ever wanted is coming your way. The future is ready to please those who believe they can change it. The real question is, are you ready to receive it? Ending quote. What seizes your imagination will affect everything. It will decide what will get you out of bed in the morning, what you do with your evenings, how you spend your weekend, what you read, who you know, what breaks your heart, and what amazes you with joy and gratitude. Pedro Arrup. Thank you for listening to the very first narrated piece on Pluripotent. I love writing essays, and I've been putting these out around fall time in 2022. And I'm just so amazed at the hockey stick growth I've had throughout the last few months. And all to say, thank you so much for your readership. It truly means the world to me. I have a lot more good stuff coming in 2023. But before then, I wish you a very, very happy new year. Go celebrate it with your family and friends.